What's up there, fellow YouTubers? This is Mean Van Mono, the big tech guy, coming at you with the new piece of tech that I managed to get my hands on. And today I will be unboxing and showing you guys the Zenphone Max Plus made by Asus. Now, Asus has been a company that's been around for years. They have made computers, tablets, you name it, they've done it. And it seems like they have moved into the smartphone industry, and when I looked them up, they got a bunch of smartphones out there, and I managed to get my hands on one of them. And these are not with carriers, and these are unlocked smart devices. And pretty much what unlock versus with the carrier means is that you can go to T-Mobile, AT&T, and pick up a device there. Sometimes they have stuff on sale, sometimes they don't. Or some people find smart devices that are unlocked, meaning you can go to Best Buy, Fry's, and so on and so forth, or online, or direct to manufacturer, and buy the phone by itself. Some of the phones range anywhere from $150 to $650. Now, let's just take something easy. So the Galaxy Note 9, which I am currently using right now, and I am with T-Mobile, cost about $1,000. It retails also for $1,000. So you can either pay payments with a carrier and a device and have a slightly higher bill, or you can go to Best Buy, Fry's Electronics, and get yourself an unlocked device. Now, with the unlocked devices, you actually pay for the full price of the device right then and there. So this Zenphone Max Plus runs about anywhere from, I've seen it as low as $189 to about $250. Now, that just depends on who, what, when, why, where. Meaning by that is where it's on sale, where they have it available, and whether you purchase it online or you purchase it through Amazon, eBay, and whatever, what have you not. So, without further ado, I am going to unbox this bad boy right now for you guys and power it up and everything and see what it's like. So, let's get my trusty blade here and cut it open. I don't want to cut my finger or anything. So, cool little device here. Now, I've done some research on Asus, and once again, Asus has been in the industry for quite a bit, some time now. This particular model was announced in 2017, so this is probably a last year's model, and it was released around mid-January to early February. And they have different type of variations, different type of versions of this particular model. And so what I'm going to do is unbox it, and I'm going to get you some specs on it and see what this phone comes with. Okay, so I'm always excited about new devices, and here we go. Now, this phone really looks nice. Now, this is boasting a 5.7-inch display, and it has a 10 by 80 2160 pixel with two front 16 megapixel cameras, and its processor is a Media octa-core 15 megahertz processor. Has 3 gigabytes of memories and 32 gigabytes of storage, and obviously it's micro SD compatible up to 2 terabytes to my knowledge. Now, this has an awesome battery. Now, the reason why some of these Asus work really well is this one is boasting a 4130 milliamp battery. That's a pretty big battery for a small 5.7 phone like this. This is a brand new device, and feels good to the touch. Now, here's the plastic parts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video. You know what? No, I'm not going to pause it. I want you guys to see this bad boy in action. So, without further ado, here we go. Alrighty. So here's your device, and it feels really solid, really good to the hands. Feels like some kind of aluminum type deal. It feels really nice in your hands. You know, you got your power button, and this comes with a micro USB port. I don't think that they didn't really jump on the bandwagon of the Type-C charger just yet. So, but you know what? Sometimes it doesn't really matter. Sometimes the device matters. not the charging port. So I'm going to open up the rest of the box here. Got your instruction booklets. You got your charger. And here it is, a micro USB port. And this all comes in the box. You got your wall port. And you got this cool little gadget. So you can transfer your PC stuff in there. And you can make changes to whatever phone stuff you want and like that. Comes with a little key. So this is pretty much what all comes in the box. No earpieces. No holder, no nothing. Once again, this is an unlocked device, so you're not going to really find much with this phone. Just that. So this is probably going to be a device where you cannot find any carriers or any cases inside the place where you're shopping for. So my best bet is, if you're set on that particular device, find a place, eBay, Amazon, maybe even Asus.com. Maybe they have carriers there, and get the case ahead of time. So as soon as you get home, you got yourself a brand new case and a screen protector for your particular device. Okay, so what I'm going to do is power it on. Now, this is once again boasting a 5.7-inch display, 1080 by 2160 megapixel, and has two 16 megapixel cameras right there. And you can see it right there. You got your flash right there. Now, this is a 424 ppi, and it's running an IPS LCD. Now, it has a very, very high screen-to-body ratio. You got about a good 73% body ratio, and a pretty decent size camera. It feels good to the touch. Feels like a kind of aluminum or kind of metal type of deal thing. This is a pretty nice phone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to power this bad boy on. Okay, powered by Android. And now the flash is dual LED, and you do have a front-facing camera. So this front camera also boasts a 16 megapixel wide high dynamic range mode. And basically what that is you got a good, nice, clear picture of a 16 megapixel front and back camera, and you have a high dynamic range, and your pictures will come out crisp and clear. And if there's noise in the pictures, you won't have that fuzziness. You'll have that nice clarity on your pictures, and it's just going to be a really, really good picture whenever you take them. Now, for some people, the camera is a very big deal. Some people, for the battery is a really big deal. Some people, the type of charging it is, and some people, it's the type of phone that you have is going to make the big deal on it. To be quite honest, it seems like it is an all-in-one device that has everything that you need. Now, the dimensions are about a 6-inch phone. That's not counting the screen. Now, the main body is metal. You have facial recognition in here, and this comes in black, gold, and silver. I managed to get a black one. So now the processor is running an octa-core 15 megahertz ARM Cortex A53 64-bit 28mm processor. And those processors, Asus is smart. They like to put the same processors in their PCs or their laptops, their gaming laptops, in their smartphones. They like to keep everything in-house. Nobody makes their stuff. Just like I believe Apple likes to outsource who makes their screens, and that, from what I had last understood, LG makes Apple screens. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true. Don't quote me on that, but hey, that's just what I found out. Now, the storage expansion can go up to 256 gigabytes, and it runs on Android 7.0 Nougat. Now, I haven't updated this, so it might run on something better, because this phone was released once again in the beginning of last year. Now, the talk time you have about is 26 hours, because you have a massive 4130 milliamp battery, and you have about 13 hours video playback. And this is a phone where you can have a dual SIM card, and you are able to use T-Mobile, AT&T, and I think Verizon is the only one that doesn't come, or you can't use it on this. I'm not really too sure about that, but T-Mobile, Sprint, all the other ones you can. And it has all the bells, whistles, rickety-racketa of everything that comes with a smartphone. Okay, so what I'm going to do is show you how this bad boy works. And just from what I can see, the screen, it really, really looks good. So, okay, we're going to go English, because we are English, United States. We are out of Fontana, California, MVM here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go next. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this video and put in my Wi-Fi connection. So that way you guys don't know my Wi-Fi and you guys come over to my house and use my Wi-Fi, okay? No, I'm just kidding, but I am actually going to put my Wi-Fi and stuff in here, so give me a minute, guys. All right, guys, I'm back, and I managed to go ahead and power this bad boy up. Now, I didn't install anything just yet. I'm going to give you a more solid, in-depth review of this video or of this particular device in the coming weeks. So, from what I can tell and see, it is a very, very nice phone. Feels good to the touch. And, you know, when you get into these devices, you always have to think about how well it's going to work with your fingerprints and everything. And right now, it moves really fast. It's really, really nice. And it feels good to the touch. Once again, I can't stress that now. It feels really, really good, solid in your hand. And when you bring it up to the ear and you hold it in your hand, you know you're holding a really good piece of hardware. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the camera real quick. Okay. And from what I can tell, you got a really, really decent camera. You know, you look around and it takes camera. So I'm going to take a picture of something odd or something that has some color in it, and I'm going to show it to you guys. And let's see here. Off camera, I'm going to shoot something. Alrighty, guys, here it is, and I took a picture of one of these new blades I acquired, and like I said, it really looks good. This particular hardware, I just turned up the whole brightness of the screen, and you have your typical Android stuff to the device. You got tag locations, you got everything that you need, and this phone feels really good. It feels really solid. Now, there is no home button or anything at all on this device. It is purely touchscreen, and a lot of phones are doing that nowadays. I believe Samsung is all touchscreen now. Apple is all touchscreen, and that's the way that is the way that a lot of smart devices are going. You know, you got your theme store right here in Asus, and glass permissions and all that stuff. So you can attach a SIM card with no problems. You can do everything. It has everything that a smartphone already has. I just wanted to give you guys an idea of how it looks. You know, it feels good to the touch. You got these two nice cameras right there. You got looks like a zoom and a wide camera. And I can tell you right now, I think $200 for this phone is pretty decent for a little device like this. So I do want to give it another week. So what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and attach and use this phone on my personal T-Mobile account. Once again, I am not supporting T-Mobile other than because I have my phones with them. That's who I choose to carry because I think they have the best decent prices out of everybody that's out there right now. I've had Verizon, I've had AT&T, but I think T-Mobile is the best bet for my personal thing. I'm not plugging them whatsoever. Just letting you know who I have and what works well around here. Motion is fluid and fast. It looks really, really good when you look at it. And from what I can tell, looks like everything's going to work perfectly good, just like your typical smartphone. Just the fact that it's an Asus. And like again, I don't know if anybody is familiar with Asus. I know there's a lot of smart devices out there. You got Oni, you got Motorola, and when I ran specs on, let's say for example, a Motorola G6, this spec came a little bit more higher recommended for the battery and the camera versus a Motorola G6 or a G6 Play. And I'm a big fan of Motorola, so this is going to be pretty interesting. And you got your charging port right there. You got your speakers in there. Typical everything. You got your speaker here. This is, I believe, where you put your earpiece. And when you go to the sides right here, this little port is where you put your SIM card. It's a dual SIM card, and you put your micro SD card. So once again, this is a pretty nice phone, and I'll probably invest in a case and a screen protector pretty soon because if I'm going to pay at least $250 to $300 or $100 to $250 for a device, I'm gonna damn well protect it. Okay, so I just want to give you this quick video, guys. My new subscribers, appreciate you guys checking out my channel. Leave comments in the box. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's a great device. Check it out, Asus Zenphone Max Plus. This is awesome, man. Feels good to the touch once again. So appreciate it if you guys leave some feedback. My new subscribers, subscribe to my channel. I will put out more videos. Give me a couple of days with this device, and I will let you guys know how this thing works. Okay, I'm going to probably invest in a case and a screen protector, and I'll let you know when it's all hooked up and I got my screensavers. I'm going to use this bad boy with my carrier. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate you guys watching my video. I will release another couple videos in another, let's say a couple days, all right? You guys take it easy. You guys have a good one, and I will see you guys later.